We read 1 Timothy 2 1-2. I urge then, first of all, that petitions, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made for all people, for kings and all those in authority, that we may live peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. The atmosphere of prayer determines the atmosphere of governance and societal peace, for it is God's desire that His people live peaceful and quiet lives in an environment conducive for godliness and holiness, so that the gospel of Christ may advance unhindered. Where disorder, violence, or corruption prevail, the church suffers and evangelism is hindered. As a royal priesthood, our priestly responsibility is to present the world before God and establish His rule in the public square. Every believer is a spiritual legislator, decreeing in the spirit what shapes the physical world. Before policies are signed on earth, spiritual decrees are already in place. When the church neglects prayer for leaders, room is given for satanic influence over governance. But when we intercede, we exercise our divine office and release heaven's order. Esther first brought national deliverance, and Nehemiah's prayer preceded the rebuilding of Jerusalem's wall, proving that intercession restores peace where corruption and bloodshed abound. When the land prospers, God's people prosper as well. When we pray for our leaders, indirectly we secure our own peace and progress. It is therefore the ultimate responsibility of the church to stand in the gap for nations and leaders, lifting presidents, ministers, legislators, and local rulers before God, asking for wisdom to govern rightly, for the fear of God to restrain abuse, justice to protect the poor and vulnerable. Also pray for humility for our leaders to receive godly counsel. We pray that the divine restraint to expose and frustrate evil and open doors for the gospel, so that policies and peace provide space for missions and the advancement of Christ's kingdom. So today we declare that my prayers set the spiritual atmosphere for governance and societal peace. The church intercession creates space for the gospel to advance unhindered, that no corruption, violence, or disorder will silence the witness of Christ in my nation. As a royal priesthood, I legislate God's will on earth through prayer and intercession, that the earth of kings and leaders are turned by the hand of the Lord towards wisdom, justice, and truth. Every satanic influence over governance is broken by the authority of Christ. My nation shall experience peace, justice, and stability for the glory of God, that policies